Well, it's Sunday evening. We've been planting all weekend, but hadn't been very productive. Saturday and Sunday together, we planted, let me think, about 350 acres, 375 acres, I think. Just had lots of trouble. Had 3 of these here seed boots, speed tubes, quit planting. Usually the light goes out on, something the matter with it. This one here, all the lights worked, but it still didn't plant. Had a little black dot on the screen like your clutch is supposed to be kicked in all the time with it, but it wouldn't plant. So that was one of the big problems. Then we had a lot of junk in the hopper tank because they didn't get cleaned out before we blew seed up. That was another big problem. Having to keep the, probably stopped 10 times today for that, cleaning out stuff. And then had a piece up on the unit where the hose connects to the unit from the bulk tank, a double where it goes to one row and wise to another. One of those broke and broke out of the box, so I had to go to Owensboro, Kentucky, get a piece for it. Just been a slow 2 days. Hopefully tomorrow things will pick back up. Well, like I said last night, today is Monday. Last night I was talking about the weekend, I had a lot of trouble. But through it now, and today everything is going really well. Very dry, going very well. So it's supposed to be a lot of rain later this week. I just hope it don't get carried away. Just have to hope for the best, the way it usually is when you plant something trying to get it up. Got a good planting time here, places in the field. One place I was at yesterday was in the back. There's always a spot I usually go around by some trees. It was even dry, so definitely drier than normal this time of year. But that's what I like it when I'm planting, nice and dry. We had a bunch of rain here a while back to get the subsoil charged back up some, so I should go get full again this week. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I believe rain. Look what we get.
Well, I should be in here somewhere. There we go. It's growing. First beans planted here. Whoops. About to sprout out. Stop by here on the way. I'm gonna go get Dad's seed tender and treat 2 more boxes. We're waiting for one of them to come in. Came in this morning. So all the 3 twos will be treated, ready for the plant. Yeah, grab his tender. He's already planted this. Over by the airport. See his dust cloud out there or not. It is windy and it is dry. Not very normal for the end of March. Supposed to get a bunch of rain this week though, so. Might change. Who knows? Might not plant for a while after this go around. Just never know in this business. Okay, in the seed shed. We're on forklift, still working good. The engine had to be replaced on the other one. Head gasket was blown, but also had some wear on the cylinder, so getting that replaced by ProLift down the Evansville area somewhere. I had 1 box of these come in earlier. It's over there. No, there. It's somewhere. It's right there. There it is. And then I also had these 45 bags I was going to keep for replant or, filling in spots, just finishing up. But some of the 3 twos came with just an 80% germ. They sent us a new tag for it. So we're planting a little thicker than we planned. We have been planting 140. Well, we planted 125 last year. Had a little trouble with them coming up. So I'm going to go 140, help them push through a little bit, more survive, and then but since that germ's low, we're gonna up this to 150 and we should be able to cover the same amount of acres with putting these 2 boxes in. So that's what we're doing right now. Kick this belt on and start putting bags on, and I'll put them here on this little stake that we got that they made years ago with a disc at the bottom there so they don't blow in the wind. You can burn them. out she goes. Empty. Of course he is. There's the dust ball. He's about empty, he said, so we're gonna fill him up. He's in there somewhere, I promise. Can't believe how dry it is right now. I'm gonna test that whole plant the dust and your bins will bust theory out real good. Got a handy little control for this one. Doing a lot fancier than mine. So I've got about the right distance away at least. Oh, good. Got our 80-20 graft alkali mix in there. Make some slick, puts it on as it comes through before it goes up the belt. High speed don't work unless it's lubricated.
Well, today's been a much better day. You know, I said over the Saturday and Sunday there, we got 180, 320 acres done. Making about 340 or 50. 2 days. Lots of trouble. Today has been the day like you normally plant. No problems. Nice fields here close to home. We're going to get over, get about 510 today in 1 day. That's more the way it should be. Nice day. We got today and we got tomorrow, and then it's going to start raining for a while. See how things go from there. Well, it's Tuesday. I think it's supposed to start raining again tomorrow. I want to get down here and show you something. On these clean sweeps, they work great, except can't keep the air from leaking off enough. Like you put it on 20 pounds of lift, it won't stay there because these elbows right here, this elbow, they're junk. And we got a bunch of new ones in. I think they're worse. These right here where this swivels, right there, clean sweep, precision, them leak. And then we've replaced probably 10 or 12 before we started this year because they was leaking. And I know we've done at least 12 since. And right now I went down through a squirt bottle and I probably got another, at least 10 of them leaking right now a little bit. So I don't know what to do with it. If anybody out there knows another company that makes these elbows that don't leak all the time, let me know. I think they just, I don't know, Precision started using a different supplier or what. But I would officially say those elbows are junk. Well, those elbows I've been having trouble with. Those are actually a case part instead of a Precision part, but I think it's probably the same one. But anyway, it's where we're getting them. And we got 5 for the disc closers on the case, the elbows, and put them on some trash wheels. They're a lot heavier elbow. I think those will work better. So I think we found a way to get that problem fixed now. But I got another little problem. Still can't keep the air up when I got the trash wheels with the lift on them. Even I think it's not all in leaks now. Part of it's, I think it's going back through the compressor through a pop off there or something. Some kind of a little regulator back there. I'm not sure what it is. But we're going to have to figure that out. I'm wondering if maybe these cylinders, I haven't got a couple for those Precision cylinders bad, and it's leaking through the seal and going back in the line that's supposed to be the down pressure lines to the up line, putting it back to the tank some way or something, or it's a valve back there. It's supposed to maybe rain tomorrow, so we're going to work on it then and figure that out. Green beans again. Dad's planting, no spraying, it's way windy. It is 80 degrees though. We got the hopper with 3 tubes in it completely empty this morning, so now we're going to fill that up. What we had left is 3/7% fits the middle hopper.
Took us a while to get going because there's a motor on top of this belt. I was wheeling it out by hand and I hit one of the beams and broke it capacitor. So that took a little bit.
Got all the black dirt of the beans around the home planted now, and I'm going to plant one clay field that worked last fall just one time and see if it's smooth enough. It's like a 38 acre field and see how that works out for a quit. Now I'm going to quit and see what the weather does tomorrow. Today is the last day of March. I'm going to have 1,550 acres planted or so. Never had that much beans planted this time of year, don't think.
Okay, done with that seed treatment for a while. She had enough beans to do everything except for one real low spot, which who knows when it'll get planted or if it'll get planted. Got the core planter out now, starting to go over it, make sure things work. I mean, it's the first time it does, but doing a little bit more, seeing if my prescriptions are in here. The field here at the farm, I'm sitting right here, and yep, different colors, it's different populations. Your prescriptions on corn and just a flat rate on beans. Yeah, we'll see if everything kicks on or not. Nothing so far. Hoses could be backwards. That helped. I'll switch them around. There, back's going. Hey, good start. Making sure my trash wheels lift all the way up. Dad's had a lot of trouble with this. They seem to be going. All those elbows he's been having issues with. I haven't had one yet, but since I said that, I probably will now. I just had cylinders leaking last year. Oh yeah, this year. Well, I'm gonna back her in the shed for now. You can see him over there. Eli's mowing before the rain comes in tonight. It's supposed to get a bunch for the next few days. 108 empty pro boxes that we treated. Feel like you got something done when you do that. Pretty cool. Watching the sprayers at 8 overnight. Got a red light on the end. Blue lights are in the boom. Pretty sharp. Out here mowing the yard. There goes the Aggie. I'll get this out. Do some more stuff to it. To look for air leaks on his. He seems to have a bunch of air leaks. And the sprayers are both gonna spray one load. Today's first day I would plant corn with all the rain coming. I think I'll hold off.
There's a little battery left. Been in the shop last couple of days. Got a little bit of rain today, like a quarter inch or so. Garrett's working on the sprayer again. Eli's working on something that he probably didn't break. One of these guys broke it.
I'm gonna say he did.
Oh, run it 30 minutes and
Just
get
so I can get out of it. I'm taking the acetone right and getting that stuff off these.
Oh, yeah.
And then I got a couple of rows ain't numbered right anymore.
I thought you were going to help Jared get the socket on. He was having trouble.
What's that push buttons for, man?
I forgot that's not a push button.
We'll decide to get the dozer out. We got a D5 cat dozer. I don't know what it is, early 2000 something. But the rain, it was just a little too wet to plant. Boy, I thought about maybe doing 40 acres, make sure that the planter worked everything when next time it's go time. But a lot of rain out there. Really good chance tomorrow. It's supposed to cool off, so I'm just gonna hold off corn. Side all beans too. We got like 1,500 acres done, so you know we're like 25% done. So it doesn't hurt to spread your risk, that's for sure. Yeah, so I'm out here with the dozer. I'm gonna push this terrace out. We got a big hill here. Well, big for us. I know some of you like that. I'm going to push this one out. This is the top one, goes to those others. It has overflowed in the past, don't very often, but ends up in a wash at the bottom of the field. There's another one over there, but it's just a long ways from a riser pipe. I need like need a ditch for that. Just gonna wait for that. So this field will be a ditching project for next year for sure. So get this pushed out. Our riser pipes aren't really filled in. Like the riser pipe's way down there. We got a wash coming over here. I need to take the ditchers from here to there. That'll be next year's project. But before everybody says things, these are government terraces. I don't know when they put these in, 70s. Yeah, snow tilt all the time. Big bunch of rain, sometimes these things happen. So I'm just gonna scoop a little dirt to where it's at and then fill it in a little bit so it's not quite so rough, and we'll work her in with the field cultivator so we can plant across it. Get down that riser and then they gotta eat their way out. Well, rain's just about here. Looking rainy. I'm done enough. This one's a bad one. I want to go a little bit farther. I would finish it. The exhaust pipe finally fell off. I had it tarp strapped on and now it's showing hot. So I'm just waiting for it to cool down, then I'll head in. Cool down. Looks like the majority of that rain might go north. Well, this might be a mistake. I'm going to go plant some corn. Not gonna do much. I'm gonna do like a 60-acre field and make sure get my road clutches all set, all that, get set up, make sure everything works mostly. So there's a good chance of rain, like 100% tomorrow. It's sand, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. Get ready to go next way this way. Got the auto path, Deere auto path. We had that because we have two green sprayers, got a Higgy and a John Deere, so they'll be able to follow it better, just go right into it. You can see I kind of on a curve, you can see how the planter's not right behind it, everything there. So yeah, we'll see. It'll record right where it's planting back there instead of where the tractor is, which on flat fields, I don't know, it's a big deal. But you got like this field here that's got all these terraces, planting on a curve the whole time. I think it'd be nice for that. I'm not gonna use my seat tender. I'm just gonna load straight out of the Pro boxes. Put this thing in storage mode. And that just lowers the center section so I can get high enough for it. Got some 13841 PCUE coming in on this end. And we're putting some 15784 AM on this side. Always like testing hybrids against each other. Put some 8020 graphite, talc mix. Helps it flow through the planter better. Ready to go, just waiting. Got the slowest rates in history here. I do have to say the 1200 fires up faster than the Gen 4 Deere, but if you shut it off in field and back on, that one fires up faster. So Deere one was very fast. I don't really need that one on yet. All I have to do is recording swaths for the sprayers. Waiting on this one. Here we go. Now I can lift my planter up. Doing a little digging. Try to get my row clutches where it shuts off and turns off just right. Perfect is about 15 inches off my end rows where it stops and starts. Right now I'm at starting about, stopping about 19 inches before it gets there, and then shutting off 8 inches after it leaves. So getting close. I want to narrow up that stopping a little bit. Actually ain't too bad, 8, but keep playing with it, get just right. Alright, got all my measurements done. I did a second roll calibration. I did one this morning, so butt rows are just a little bit off. Got the auto path here as we covered. This is the field climate field view. I like having backups with the case, and it's also nice. Really like the cab view. I got what my population is there. Make sure it's changing as it's supposed to. And I got a split screen here. Half of it's got my navigation on it. Also has a prescription in the background, so I can see, well, it's this now. They have changed a different population. Between those two, I can make sure it actually changes. Getting ready to turn around. It's going really good so far, except for the air conditioner don't work. So I'll live with it for now. Look into it. Get it back in the shop. Get turned around here and I'll show you some more screens. Alright, auto engaged. You see there's 2 different populations coming up here. Planting 30,000 right now. And we might stay in that the whole time. It goes with the majority of the planter, I believe. The deer used to switch every 4, which is supposed to, but that's, well, that's never worked. Here's got a lot of my information. Got my singulation there, which I also have on my other screen. Ground contact. Got my wing downforce of 300. Compressor's on. Just kicks on when it needs it. Got my road cleaners up 45 psi. Got them lifted up that much. Never down. That digs a hole or float. And I got my closing wheels on 20. So, yeah. So far, so good. Well, the iPad crapped out. It's too hot in here for it. Fancy. Well, the door just slammed shut. Open the door and the window and it don't work, I think. At least for a little bit. Open air cab, kind of like riding in a 1206. Well, not really. In line for the shop. They're pulling the field cultivator in to get it leveled better. Gonna do it inside the shop floor where we know it's good and flat. I'm coming in behind for the air conditioning. Hopefully it's just a little low on Freon. Be the 6th season for this tractor, I believe. Well, HVAC guy got her all cold. It's got cold air now.
Somebody quit because it got to be 135 in the cab. I think that's where the iPads kick out now.
Yeah, I don't know. That sauna's supposed to be good for you, they say.
Yeah, well, no steam in there.
No.
There's a bucket of water.
Well, we'll have to do that.
I had a water jug, but quit drinking when it started boiling.
Them's going to be a whole lot better. Like,
Well, that one went right on.
it hit her hard, that I'm going to lose them $150. That thing do a very slick job.
We're gonna make the screw, maybe one.
Well, we got her level, we think, and this is a farm show find, a real aggressive shovel that's supposed to last a long time. Anyways, putting it right behind the track.
Going to last a whole lot longer.
$20,
It's gonna have to last 7 times longer.
$150, and you're still behind a little
That's
bit.
what they advertise.
Well, heading home, I forgot to bring the camera this morning while I was checking to see if that field is dry enough to plant. We do have beans up. The first planted beans are up. So, I mean, they're not all up, but a lot of them are up and a lot of them are necking through. They might all be up right now. Maybe I'll get that on here next week. Maybe not. See what the rain does tomorrow. If it don't rain tomorrow, Sunday, maybe Sunday afternoon after church and the Easter festivities, it might be officially good time. So we'll see. See you next week.